How's it going, everybody? We are doing our recap today. It's the first day back after Christmas, after the Christmas break. Today is Boxing Day. Um, in Canada, the Toronto Stock Exchange is closed today, but the New York Stock Exchange is open. And so US equities are trading. Um, I don't know the specifics on relative volume versus when the TSX is closed and how that may affect U.S. markets. But today overall, momentum was a little lighter and volume was a little lighter. That could be from just the holiday weekend continuing, or potentially, like I said, the TSX closures, and whatever it might be. Today was definitely a little less momentum. So I did take a few trades, obviously, because we can see that I am green, and we can also see that the equity. So I decided to take some money out of the account. I took out 1350, so essentially half of what I put in the account to begin with. And so now I'm going to go forward with that amount. So started day equity was about 7,500 in the account, and sort of finishing their gains today. So we would be adding 1350 to this equity number here, putting us in a position where we're going to track our totals, and yeah, so we'll have to just keep that in mind going forward for total profits. And that 1350 number is something that we're always going to add. And then ideally, hopefully, I can continue with the growth, and in the future, I'll take another 1350 out, and then we can hopefully have reacquired our capital, and we'll be able to reinvest it somewhere else, and that would be the ideal plan. So, in terms of trades that we took today, and so I'll start with the trade that didn't work for me, MYOV. So I had this one had, like I said, gapped up overnight, real strong move. Had some news behind it in the catalyst. It opened at the bell, and it failed to break out here above 31 and rejected. And then we had to come back up here to just under 30 and rejected and came back down, but it held the previous daily pivot, which was $28 here. And then we can see that it held about 28 bucks here. So that's usually a good sign of, like I said, bullish closures, is that it's holding above its previous level of resistance and is now acting as support. That's like I said, usually a bullish sign, that it's going to move up off those levels. It did that. It then pushed above the VWAP that we can see here. It was coming up and pushing higher. I was looking for this to break out over $30, and so initially I got long here at 30.01 is what I got filled at for a break of 30. And so that was a little frustrating. And then I had my stop set for 29.64, but I didn't like the way it was trading, and I was worried about a large drop. So I ended up getting out anyways. And then sure enough, it ended up pushing a little higher and making it move. So I could have avoided a little bit of a loss. I did keep my loss small on that, but it may not have been a loss at all. But that said, the breakout was pretty weak. If it was going to break 30, I was expecting it to push through to test the high day, and then we would see if we get a double top or not from there. Um, so, like I said, not a lot of follow through, and that was a losing trade for me. I did trade XL quickly this morning through a breakout of the opening range here. So we can see that it was basing below this level of 3150. So I was watching it for a break of 3150. It failed it at the opening bell, came down, held support, pushed back up over 3150 for a quick $1.30 move. I didn't capture all of it, did capture some of it. That was a profitable trade. You can see that it sold off the rest of the day. What else did we trade? We traded FLUX. So I caught this ticker over Benzinga Pro. I just have actually started using that as of this week. We're going to see how it goes. I'm going to try it and it's a news feed. Essentially, gives you updates on things in real time. So did provide a little bit of an opportunity, which is nice. This was moving up. I saw it making a little bit of a pennant pattern, flag pattern through here. As it broke over 19 again, I got long and it pushed up all the way to 21.90. So I didn't catch the entirety of the move. However, I did catch some of it. It was a little spreadier, so I wanted to get in and out once I got my profit. But that was a nice bullish pattern set up there that followed through, which was good. And the other one I traded was BLNK. We have traded this one frequently recently. It's a EV name, electrical vehicle name, on the battery hype. Anyways, this one is now selling off, unfortunately. But I did catch some of it. We can see here, had a nice pattern retested, where it retested about $54. The high here was $54. So as it broke up over 54, I took a winner there, but it did get a little choppy and volatile in both directions. So I didn't really stick with it. I didn't like the way it was trading. Previous days when it starts to push, it had really started to push with a lot of consistency in the move. I didn't feel like that was so much. We can see it here on the 1 minute that it was very much back and forth, and then it failed to push higher, and after it broke the lows, it continued lower. So those are the main moves that I was looking at today. Like I said, overall, I wasn't expecting a ton today, and I'm happy with the result. And green is green, another green day under the belt, so that's good. We're gonna come back tomorrow. I think we should see a little more normalcy tomorrow, maybe a little more momentum and follow through for the next couple of days until we lead into New Year's Eve, and then we'll, like I said, start the new year off. So next week. So good day to start the week with here, and tomorrow we'll get back to it, and hopefully we'll continue on our trend of green days.